and start streaming.
Okay, here is a test. Test. Checking the audio.
Awesome. There is usually
I can hear you. It's picking up you in the background too.
can you hear yourself on it?
I can't hear myself. It's nothing's coming through these headphones.
Oh, but the headphones are picking up me.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I am going to throw on my headphones
And test out.
and see if I can hear you.
Awesome. So, yep. Just double checking. I should probably look up, see if there's some low-grade background music that I can use. New background music. Free.
Your sound's coming through nice.
Okay. It says 12 hours copyright free music. Something like this work, we think?
Yeah, go for it.
I am turning that way down. What do you think? Can you hear it on the
I
thing?
can hear it.
I'm not sure I quite like the vibe, but like...
Oh, wait. I can only hear it because one thing I hate about these headphones is they have an audio reverb in it. The fake bass.
Mm-hmm.
So what you actually need to do is you're going to click
Audio mixer?
Sources.
Sources.
You see where it says desktop audio right there?
Yes.
Right click on that. Actually left click, my bad. Hit. Actually, let me figure it. Basically, I'm trying to get you.
Oh.
You're quiet?
Oh. So yeah, people say I'm quiet.
Well, we will up the volume.
Well, don't worry, Frost, we're upping the volume right now. We're figuring this out. So. Yep.
Sure.
I didn't realize somebody had already jumped in. So hi. Got my brother here helping. He is awesome tech man.
I only barely know this, so.
Well, barely know it is better than not knowing at all.
Oh, you paused the music.
Yeah, I did pause the music.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can hear it. Yeah, that is kind of quiet.
Kind of quiet on your end?
Yeah, let me go grab you a better headset.
Okay, awesome. Lehigh is grabbing me a better headset. So, we will get this all figured out. I need to pop out the chat as well. Oh.
take this.
Okay.
Can you hear the music now?
I can hear it really loud.
Oh.
Please turn. Thank you. That is much better.
So I'm gonna have you use this audio wheel
Okay.
to change it. So if you scroll, I'm gonna turn this all the way up. And then you can, use your audio wheel. And then this is muted.
Okay.
This is unmuted.
Gotcha.
And then we're gonna change.
Okay.
Okay, try talking.
I am talking and testing and checking things out. La 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 la. Let's see. Hoping this works and that we can hear the desktop audio.
It's still quiet. Why is it?
Apparently everything is still quiet according to my brother. Is it like capped somewhere?
I'm trying to find properties.
Da 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 da. Everything we're testing. Ooh doo 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 doo. Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
Okay, I'm gonna remove them and just recreate. We're gonna lose audio.
We're gonna lose audio real quick. Because apparently we need to kill them all and then recreate them.
Oh, I'm dumb.
You hear it here, my brother admitting he is dumb.
Why are your cats attacking?
Because you're in the room. They must attack. They must attack. Da 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 da. Testing. Doodle 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 doo doodle doo doo. Testing. Do I need to just talk louder, I guess?
Maybe. Yeah, here, try. There's two connections here. Open sound settings.
Nocturna, stop messing. That's not Nocturna. Why am I saying Nocturna? I miss that cat. Okay.
Okay.
That seems fine in my ears, but that's maybe because I've scrolled this well.
Maybe we'll scroll all the way up.
A bit quieter, please. Yeah, that's good.
Now what is still giving us weirdness?
What da da da. Oh no, your cat. My cat is currently attempting to eat the birds out the window, but she will never get them.
Okay, now try talking.
Okay, I'm gonna try talking and testing things out. What do you
Keep
think?
going.
Testing.
I only went the other way.
Do, 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 do. Okay. Not helping? Should I get the thing closer to my mouth?
That might be the easiest solution.
Easiest solution right now?
I don't know why. Okay, I'm gonna move it so it's in the back real quick.
Okay. My computer doesn't usually have speakers. And you have...
Just not the cable.
Yep, the HDMI for that one, I think. Okay. Testing stuff out now.
You do gotta scream into it. That's our solution.
Screaming is the solution.
Yeah, scream until like Colin, hurry up on.
We're trying. I don't think I would be able to scream the entire stream. That would be bad for my voice. And unfortunately, I do have a job that requires continuous talking as well, so... I can't lose the voice. It's the only thing I got. Okay.
Why is... Sorry, I don't know why it's giving me so many issues.
It's all good. Scream like you're a large print audiobook. Okay, that one's good. That one's really good. I'm gonna try eating the mic. Is this any better? I literally have this mic up to my lips.
Okay, I'm gonna try one more thing.
Okay.
I'll be back.
We're trying one more thing. My brother's running all around, helping, being an awesome stream setup guy. We love him for that. I have my kitty in my hand. Oh. You said I plugged into a louder speaker, so you're okay for me now. Well, that's good. That's good. I think my brother's just gonna check the overall in general, because he's also listening to the stream and trying to make sure that things are all good. Ah. Okay.
Would you use this like a microphone? Because I know it's easy to set up. You do have that Blue Yeti
Sure.
that we could also try, but I'm gonna delay on that.
Okay. So we're getting an extra microphone as well. There we go. So,
That's a lot louder already.
oh yeah. It's already it's popping up into the yellows. So we turn the mic aux off and just go with this audio,
Yeah.
and it's connecting like the ambient audio in the room as well.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna do an audio test real quick.
Oh, Frost says they got music for me. What's the music? Let's see. Ah, Tony Anderson, The King. That sounds pretty cool. I'll pop it on real quick. Nice. Glad to hear that everything's much louder.
Frosted Lights, if this is a Rickroll.
Nope, it is not a Rickroll. This is the. All right. I'm not sure if we're oh whoop, that's way loud. I'm not sure if we are allowed to play it though, because I do worry about copyright. So I should probably pause it for a sec. Yep. Very good music, but unfortunately, I don't want to get slammed by the Twitch copyright bots, so I gotta go back to our, like, copyright-free music background. Alright.
I can hear it. It's going pretty well.
Think we're all set up?
Yeah. If
Cool.
the only thing I'd do is maybe test the scene transition real quick.
Yep, go ahead and
Let's throw up your.
I'll just draw a little doodle. Yeah.
And.
Stop trying to move my mouse. Alright, transition, testing that out. Trying to see it jump from the. There we go, yeah!
There you
Sorry.
are.
There's that delay. So I'm, doing it then seeing it. Okay. Awesome. I think that we're gonna. I think I will pop the stream chat out over here because again, it's somebody who wanted to watch afterwards, and it's kind of you just still kind of want to be able to see the stream questions because otherwise you don't know what I'm responding to. So
Yeah.
there we go. Hey chat, you're on screen, or will be in a second.
You got a first time chat.
Yay!
I suppose all your chats are first time chats.
No, they're not. I did this before. I just wasn't very good at it before. Hey, Sunrise Shortcake. We're getting all ready and set up. Got about 8 minutes till we're actually gonna start with all the. Oh, gotta arrange my windows. till we get started with all the art and everything. So, yep. Indeed, yep. Frost has been here for ages. Alright, we're gonna put you in the corner. That is not how I wanted you in the corner. Put chat in the corner. There we go. Okay.
No, not the corner.
Alrighty. I think I just need to close this window out.
Take that window and put it over there.
Yep. Getting this over. Getting everything set up. Probably just make this real small and squishy. Make this. No, don't do that. Don't go big. Yeah, just real small and squishy in the corner so that I know it's still playing.
This is why I use Opera GX. They allow you to pop out your own music window.
Okay. Got our stream, got our request form. So that's awesome. We're all set up to look at everybody's quests and get art done. Yeah, nobody puts chat in the corner. I've actually never seen that movie. I should sometime. I've heard it's good. Alright.
I'm just moving some things around for you.
Thank you, brother.
No problem. Hide that. Hiding that.
Okay.
Boom.
Alright. I just need to go pop on the socials that we're all live, which I'm gonna do over in this corner to make sure everybody knows to come hang out with us. Okay. This guy. Do it in my secret window so that 800 power. Good to see you here. Then DeviantArt and alright, I need a link. Link. Where's my link to tell everybody that I'm live? Just my stream, I think.
Click on that again. And you're gonna scroll down to quick actions. Edit stream info? Title.
No. I just need I don't have my socials connected to my Twitch. So I'm just gonna pop my... Okay, there we go.
Okay, perfect.
That's what I need.
Your Twitch link.
My Twitch link. And we're gonna go ahead and get that all typed up and copy paste. Make sure I can actually spell.
And you've got to change your stream title to what Frosted Lights just put in the chat.
The stream title Nerds Turned Into Birds. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. I'm considering it. We will get better as time goes on, because we're doing these monthly, so. Alright, and then this. And then add my little request stream thingy. There we go. Copy that all together. Control Z, Control C, and post. And getting everyone set up so that everyone knows that we're going live. I've only got 2 minutes to do it. Gotta go fast. Publish.
Okay. And then real quick.
Hold on. Why won't this? Oh, there we are. And last one for Affinity. Go make a journal. And updated journal. And we're all good. Okay.
Last thing.
Only got 1 more minute. We're not doing Nerds Turned Into Birds. We don't have all the birds.
Well, you better find yourself some nerds.
I got nerds, I just don't have birds. There's no bird requests. Nerds Turned Into Birds can be a little subtitle.
I'll just throw it in just chatting. What is the right? Is there an art category?
I'm pretty sure there's an art category. Yeah. There we go. Art. Okay. Hold on. Alright. Patreon request stream so that they actually know what it is. And then subtitle Nerds Turned Into Birds. And we're out of time. We're out of time, we gotta start.
Scroll down to the bottom of that.
Think we're all good? Done.
Done.
Alright. Okie dokie. Well, welcome everybody. Glad to see y'all here. Excited to start streaming again after so long away. We're gonna go ahead and get started doing some art. Let me know if the music is too loud. I'll turn it down. Just need to double check everything. Okay, I think there we go. Music should be turned down just a little bit because it's loud in my ears. And let's get started on all our awesome patron requests. So, looks like we got 16 awesome requests. Tons and tons of awesome options. And because I don't want to be like... Last time when I did it before, we had the trouble where I'd, do as many as I could and then I'd run out of steam and then... we'd have leftovers that people would have to put in next week. So we're not going to do that. We're just going to have one. We're going to make it fair and even so that people who put their stuff in late don't have to worry about it not being picked. We're just going to do a random number picker. And let's see who we get to start, which request we're going to start with. Spin. Okay. Ooh, on the line. And it looks like it's number 3. All right. Who has number 3? take a look. Looks like number 3 is requested by Fluff System, and they want their Kitsune slash Satyr character post TFTG being very confused as to what even just happened. So, awesome. Let's make that a little bit smaller so I can still see chat. Alright. And take a look-see at your character. Again, this is why part of the rules include that you need to make sure it is stream appropriate. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. So that we can share images with the class. Alright. Content's no longer available. Let's fluff stream in the chat because we need to see if we can get this image loading. Okay. That is the issue with Discord links, is that they tend to expire. So, let's see. I am gonna try the second link, but I'll put it in the other chat. Oh, oops. Hey, AAA, good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, yep, you did actually. You turned to it's yep, that's your request. We're having some issues with your attachments though. If you happen to still have those, that would be lovely because neither of those links are working. Feel free to awesome. Thank you so much. Feel free to either drop them in chat if that's possible, or I have my Discord up in the other screen, and we can pop that on over. Or well, I will have my Discord up in a second. Either one works. Oh, whoops! I don't want that going all over. Gosh darn it. Other screen. Banished to the Shadow Realm. Hey Rio, how's it going? How's it going? Alright, looks like we put the link over on Discord for... Alright, awesome. Let us go and take a look at that character, because, well, Fluff, seems that your links are having trouble. When you say you put it over on the Discord, did you message it to me directly? It's all good. Hello, Avid. Nice to see you here. Nice to see you here. We're getting all set up to do this request stream and getting our first request done, which is a Kitsune Satyr character post TFTG. Ah. Oh yeah. Okay, I have trouble connecting Twitch names sometimes to Discord names unless they're like exactly the same, but if you're the person that I think you are, good to see you here, and I still will have a VOD up of the stream afterwards. I just oh, here we go, we got that link. Awesome. Open link. Nice. But yeah, good to see that you're here so that we can all hang out together. But here's our character that we're drawing first, and we're specifically asking for a post TFTG. Very confused. All right, so let's get my art up. Okey-doke. And we're getting all ready.
Make sure you go into OBS and hit record as well.
I have hit record. We're already good.
Oh, perfect.
Sorry, that was my
Just wanna make sure.
This is my brother who is my tech support for this stream, so he's been very helpful in getting everything set up. And let's start drawing. So what we want is some very confused actions. And of course, you know, sort of the stereotypical confusion is like hand on head. And of course, you know, the gotta do the old TF classic of looking at hands, because, you know, what just happened there? It's all good, Fluff System. We're all learning and growing tonight, so we'll figure it all out together. Okay. Oh, true, yeah. Very human, very human. Hands are like what we got in front of us all the time. I'm gonna go ahead and give her sort of a wide stance, like she's a little dizzy. And, of course, tails going everywhere. And it looks like we've got digigrade legs with this. We're gonna get them nice and flowy, because honestly I find that that's something that really helps with digigrade legs, is to get a nice flow to them, especially when they're less like animal haunch digigrade legs and more like that sort of mix between half human, half animal. Because, like, for example, with this pic, we don't have an animal thigh per se, but we have an animal bottom half. And then get that nice and flowy. Get the right curves in there. Okay. I am gonna need to figure out a new what's the word? A new configuration for my sorry, I'm a bit tongue-tied tonight, but I need to figure out a new configuration for some of my shortcuts here on Photoshop, because I've been mostly doing a lot of my artwork on what's it called? On my iPad recently. Mostly because I, can't lug my big old Cintiq to work. So I take my iPad as my lovely little as my lovely little digital one. It would look very goofy. Plus, I'm not sure my coworkers would appreciate it, considering that we already live in a tiny, tiny office space. Like, seriously, it's maybe the size of like 2 vans parked together. It's a very small office. And let's get some hands going. All right. Right now we're just doing the basic outline for the hands. Because they look still pretty decently human. But they're human, but with a little bit of anthro mix in there. So we're gonna get them claws and some nice little paw pads, front and center. And one nice thick pad up front. Alrighty. I'm gonna scooch this back a bit. I don't need the whole to take up the whole screen. Alright. Yeah. So we got our base construction in here pretty good. You know, for the basic of things. For the basic of things. And then let's get some fun paws going. I recently got this really nice book from Amazon, but it's written by one of the like lead character designers for Monster Hunter, and it talks about some very cool considerations for when building monsters and furries and other stuff like that. They're also the same people who did the manga Our Torsos Align, which is a very good manga, and really fun, you know, again, really fun character design from there. So I've been pulling a lot of inspo, specifically inspo on how they draw like dog feet and paws. And I know this is a fox, but you know, they're still in the canine family. So let's go ahead and keep working on that. I don't need to get too precious with it because I think we're gonna line stuff. Oh, I have my kitty who showed up to chill on the back of my chair. Her name is Mistopheles, and she is a lovely bean. Okay. Then get the head in position so that we can put the other arm in position as well. So otherwise, I think I did her head up a bit too high. Oh, whoop, too far. Too far! Just right. Okay. I want to rotate it so that I can... There we go. Acquired sandwich. Good, good. I made sure to eat beforehand because otherwise I knew I would be starving. I got some lovely dirty rice that I made last night. I tend to make like a big old meal on Thursday so that I can have enough to last me for my midnight meals at work all week. Okie dokie. And get some good little bit of panic in there. Like, what the heck? Confused and a little bit panicked because, you know, it's always delicious. A little bit of delicious panic. Rotate it back up. Yep, gotta get better with my keyboard shortcuts here because I keep going to like fix my screen and using my fingers to do it because because this is also a touch screen, but then I realize, oh wait, it's not that type of touch screen. It's just a Cintiq. It's not a... It's not one that I can use my fingers on, because if I used was able to use my fingers on it, it'd be very... very tricky to, like, not have my hand, which is currently on the screen, set it off all the time, you know? Yep, I'd have to wear that silly little glove. And I don't want to wear the silly little glove, for it is silly. Get some good confuse action in here. A little bit of panic, a little bit of confuse. Like, what the heck even happened? You want to know the real reason that most artists either use like a VTuber or a PNG tuber? It's so that you can't see us see our faces doing the stupid artist thing where we like have to mimic the character's expression so that we can draw it well. It's just how it goes. You need to do the face so that you can draw the face. Oh, thank you. Honestly, I think I'm good at being fast in streams, but IRL I'm a bit slow. And sorry if you guys hear my dogs in the background. We're watching my mom's dog currently because my mom is over at my sister-in-law's house helping out with the new nephews, which I am very excited about too. But that does mean that her dog is here, and he is a little bit of an annoyance, you know, just he's got that puppy energy, and he's also a working breed, so it's never it never goes away. He always has all the energy. And mom is and his schedule is completely different to mine. Because I get home early morning. I did not mean to open that. And that's about the time that my mom usually wakes up with him to be like, let's go on our walk. So he'll think, I'm there getting ready to go for a walk. And he's always disappointed when I just am like, no, I'm going to bed. Leave me alone. But, So he's always very frustrated at our house because of the opposite schedules that we live to his usual home. Something is up with that neck. I think I put it in the wrong spot. Like it needs, that needs to be the neck. Then, again, I don't know if you can hear him, but he's there in the background. I have a cat door in my built into my bedroom so that my cats can go in and out and knock and have a safe space from the dogs. So occasionally he will stick his head through the cat door, just be like, "Let me in. I want to be there with you streaming." And I'm like, "Nope, you're not allowed. Not allowed." Doop, doop, doop. Okay. I'm gonna give this character some downward tilted ears at the moment, because, you know, again, we want to express emotion, our character's emotions, using their new body. We're gonna get a little bit of kerfuffling with the hair here, because I know it's supposed to be very nice ruffled hair, but, you know, not ruffled, like sleek hair, but anytime that you're messing with hair like that, it does get a bit kerfuffled, which is how I'm gonna draw it. One ear up, one ear down. I think I've focused on the face long enough. Let's get back to doing some more overall work. Like, so I plan to get the rough sketches done here in stream, and then I'll probably ink some nicer versions tonight or tomorrow night at work. That way, you know, that way they look presentable. Well, like, it is just sketches on stream. If you're in my chat, you saw the, if you're in my, like, Discord for my patrons, I think you guys have seen the, previous request stream art that I've done. That's the that's about the level of quality that I want to present out. So I think that's where I'll keep it. Now okay, that's three tails and looks, yep. Oh, yep. Thank you. Everyone should join in on the Discord and on the Patreon. That way, you know, if you're here and you aren't already on the Patreon, that's how people are putting in these requests. Anybody who's $5 or higher is automatically able to input into our request form here. So yeah. And you know, if you're here and you join up like right now, you can input it right now and it'll be considered part of the options for this night's drawing. All right, let's see. Sorry, back to where I was originally thinking. Counting the tails on this kitsune. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we got 8 tails, at least in the picture that I'm working from. Then we got 3. Let's see if we can. You're not stressed, don't count. It's a lot for a sketch. We'll figure it out. So I've got 4 in there. We'll just at least hint at all of them. You know? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then let's put 7 and 8 back here, just sort of hanging out very vaguely. Give it sort of a flowing options. And then I think we have squished them all in. All right. Now for clothes. So since this is like immediately post TFTG, I'm imagining that those tails are gonna have done a lot of damage onto whatever outfit they were wearing before. Which, if we're going from this, it was a pair of shorts, like tank top, and a collared shirt. So let's start with the pants, because again, we'll have, you know, figure that. I'm imagining these pants. We want to keep everything, you know, everything censored, but it's probably going to be essentially a very ripped loincloth-esque thing at the moment, you know? Just, if there's any remnants, it's just barely hanging on. Because of the power of tail fwoomph. The tail's just completely exploded. And then upper half should be pretty fine. Like, there's not a whole lot of change from the human upper half. Maybe a little bit of a tight and stretched tank top. Get that in there. Then let's get our wrinkled shirt in. Control Z. Oh, whoops. There we go. Okay, why are you not drawing? Hold on. Okay, now, there we go. Now sometimes the pens here just crap out. Let's put the collared shirt. We also want it to be reacting to the tails a bit, in that it'll be a bit scrunched right here. Sorry, everything's a bit spaghetti at the moment, but it's just how it is when you're drawing sometimes. We want to accentuate this curve here rather than de-accentuate it, so let's get that collar in, shirt collar. Okay. Things are not very clean at the moment, but we're working on that. There we go. Come on, get in line. Ah, that's in line enough. Alright. Just double checking what is causing me issues here. Let's get some hair flowing. Because this kitsune's got some very flowy hair. Long hair can be very fun. It can also be really annoying, at least for my, you know, from when I've had long hair, it occasionally gets just too much to manage, and you're just like, well, I've stuck it into a ponytail every single day of the week because I can't think what else to do with it, and don't have the time or energy to invest in one of the more elegant styles. Okay, let's make sure that it's nice and flows with the form. Gonna pop some out over here as well. And it goes like down to her thigh, which would be a pain to manage, but it works for some people. It works for them, so not gonna give it guff. Plus, long flowy hair is very fun to draw, if nothing else. Yeah, go for it. Give it a shot. Trying it out. It's always good to try something before you decide whether or not it's for you or not. When I was little, my mom was always like, you have to at least try, you know, if you don't like the food, you don't have to eat it afterwards, but you always have to at least try it once. So you don't have to ask for seconds, but if you do like it, you can. Okay. All right. Let's see. What other details am I missing? Let's go ahead and make sure we got her fur in there, as well as she's got a little fur tuft right here. Let's get a little shadowing in there so that we know it is in the right spot. Most important thing to clean up in a drawing is the face, because that is where everyone's gonna look, because us humans are programmed for faces, hence why we see them in a bunch of, like, you know, odd places, like in outlet plugs, for example. You know. So, gotta make sure that the face looks good before sending it off. Yep, clouds, cars. All good examples of where we see faces. All right. I think that's about as far as we're gonna make it on this sketch right now. So we want to make sure we can get to everybody, or as many people as we can. Let's make sure got room for all the other folks. Put you right here in the corner. But I think that's looking pretty good for an initial first sketch. Maybe I'll put these little markings too so that I don't forget them. Markings. So that I don't forget. Because otherwise I will forget to line them. You know how it is. And then tail markings. Glad you like it, Fluff System. Alright, now back to our request board. Now that we have it done, we're going to delete it from the options. Delete! And pick a new number. Let's see who gets the next spin. Number 9! Woohoo! Let's see who number 9 is. Okay. And Frost! Looks like you're up! And you want to see a sketch of this sorceress character rubbing the shoulders of an adventurer that she's just turned into a Philotar/Foxtar girl. Awesome, awesome. Let's take a look at our sorceress. Pop. Whoop. Yeah. Hold on. Dropbox, don't be a butt. Yeah. Don't stop popping up on that screen. Alright, continuing so we can take... It has been a very foxy stream so far. Not intentional.
You want to capture all of... There's more to the URL.
Oh, there's more to the URL?
Yeah.
Whoops, that's why.
So it's just...
That's why it's... That's why it's being a butt to me. There we go. Okay. So, here is our image. Looks like we've got our sorceress here and our victims over here. And we can go ahead and get started on that image.
Also, if you want to pop the image up on stream, like over here, but not have it on your display, if you go grab to OBS over here.
It's good, Lehigh.
Oh, okay.
We'll figure it out. Right now, this is working for us. So,
okay.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and get started with some positioning. Figure out the composition of how I want to draw this. And I put my pen down, and it just run away from me. Okay, here we go. Found my Wacom pen. So, let's start big picture here. And get our posing. So here's the important question, though. We want our them rubbing the character's shoulders, but is this the shoulders, or is this the shoulders? That is one of the few downsides to TARs, because we love TARs, but they're a little bit hard to what's the word? A little bit hard to position sometimes. Feel free to invent a new victim. She used to just feelings of fox and everyone ends up a girl, even if they didn't start way. Human shoulders low. Okay. Right. So let's... Alright, let's figure out positioning first. So we want character A and join their... Alright. I'm going real fast here. I'm getting real scribbly with it. That's not good scribbles. I forgot to change to my eraser. Okay. When things get hard, get out the big smudgy brush. Helps to block things in. I imagine you'd kind of have to have them side by side for stuff to work as a for a shoulder massage to work as a TAR. Like, you can't really go from, like, have someone sitting behind the other person, because there's a whole, you know, whole animal half back there that gets in the way. So side by side it shall be. Let's go ahead and maneuver things around. Control T. And then I'm probably gonna decrease the opacity. Control X, Control B. Because this is like our pre-sketch, you know? We want to get it nice and light there. Add another layer. Where is my... Oh, there's my layer. And we can go on top of this sort of body pose. We want our figure here to be enjoying the massage, so nice droopy shoulders, like then get some chest on there. Have the head maybe tilted up a little bit, like they're, you know, putting their head back, like, you know. Maybe it's kind of a silly foxy face. Just a little silly. Then get a nose. A nose in there. And that cheekbone is protruding way too far. Don't need the second line, but give the eyebrows a little bit more like pure relaxation tilt. Get that neck and chin definition in there. Looking at the original picture, it doesn't look like we have any animal ears on the upper human half, so I'll leave that as is. Maybe a little bit of a pointed ear though, because I like them. And let's finish out getting the rest of the stuff drawn though. Can't focus on one area too long. Hello, welcome back. We've moved on to our next request. And it is TF via massage. Which, you know, it's a fairly... I can imagine TF via massage as being a fairly common trope. I mean, there's that whole, you know, ooh, it's gonna make you a new person. You're gonna feel like a new person line. Okay. TF type that I feel should be more popular. You know, yes, TF via massage should be more popular, but also TF via like bath bomb or like bath product. Like, I am a sucker for a good Lush bath bomb. So because like I can imagine those things pulling some magical BSitude and causing a chain reaction. They're just so glittery. Yep. True, exactly. You can hide the stuff you don't want to draw under the water. Always the way, you know, you are in tune with the artist's mind. If you don't have to draw it, don't. Take that lazy way out. Okay. We're getting this sorceress done up. Gonna have her putting a little bit of weight and pressure into there. Let's make sure I'm getting her body all done up perfectly as well. Well, not perfectly, and never perfectly. But have her focusing. Sort of right there-ish. So, also just looking at this, yeah. Looks like our looks like our sorceress is some sort of chimera. We got lion front half, sort of dragony back half, and some nice feathery wings. Can definitely work with that. And let's get this top form a bit more realistic. Let's see. Something is up with the proportions here. I don't know what. So I'm gonna erase and redo. Scooch out a bit. That's not what I meant. Scooch out. Out. There we go. Now let's... Why aren't you drawing? Come on. Silly pen. Hold on. Sometimes you just need to remind it who is boss. Let's make sure to save this so that I can so it doesn't get lost. Do export, maybe? There we go. Okay. I'm gonna do a quick export so we don't lose anything. Stream November. There we go. Save. File. Because Photoshop is being a bit iffy for me right now. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why it's not letting me draw. I'm gonna close Photoshop real quick and see if I can just double check I got the... Okay, yeah, I do have the export, so that's good. Okay, yes, save. Will you let me save it, or will you just keep not loading? Because, yeah, this is what it's doing. It's giving me a blank loading box. Okay, and let me export it, though, so I have it. So let's quit without saving it. And let's try reopening, maybe? Sometimes I guess it just wants to be a butt. Okay. Alright. Things are looking good again. Alright. Let us go ahead and get back to work on
how to draw out this character. So we want, we want there to be a little bit of effort that this character's putting into this massage. So we want to bend that body shape. Bend that torso, make it nice and is it too long? Is that what's Control Z, never mind. I think that's what's going on here, is it's like it feels like it's too long. Yeah, that boob was too long. That's what's going on. So, like, there we go. Alrighty. Bit more. And let's figure out how we want to get this body in. So want it to be kind of cat-like, but also kind of dragon-like, so. Ooh, you have a Bath Bomb Lionheart TFGG? That's nice. Okay, posing is once again going to be my greatest enemy. Why is it not? Okay. I don't know what's going on. It seems that whenever I use Alt to zoom in and out, it'll stop letting me draw. Like, right now I'm trying to just draw with my mouse, and it is not letting me. Am I clicking something wrong on my screen? What is going on? Alright, I'm gonna export it again, and let's just use a different... Let's get into Sai, because I trust Sai. I trust Sai a bit more than Photoshop. Sometimes. Sorry for technical issues, guys. Okay, and now this isn't working for me. Ah! Okay. But it disappeared when I use my mouse. Why are you doing this to me? I think I need to quickly reset some junk. That's not that what I need. Mouse as pen, okay. Oh, that is annoying as all heck. Okay. I'm gonna try Photoshop one more time. And hope that this works. Yeah, seems Photoshop likes to freeze when I use Alt, so I'm just not going to use Alt, and maybe that'll fix my problems. There we go. Only manual zoom in, zoom out from now on. Alright. Back to the tricky part of posing. Let's get a little hand action here, like, oh yeah, just curled up in a contented pose. Indeed, indeed it does. So, foxes. Let's start with this lovely lady who's in front. We want to sort of give that arched cat pose, I think. Yeah. That sort of thing that cats do with their back. I want her curling her dragon tail around our lovely character. And get some, I need some reference material. Let's get some big cats in here. Sitting side view. Meow. Yep. Okay, yeah, like. Yeah. This is the sort of. Get out of there, ad. This is the sort of pose that we want our sorceress character in. I'm just gonna put this over here in the corner on the other screen so that I can see it. And fix some animal anatomy. Because animal anatomy in TF is important. Nope. Okay. Oh, gosh darn it. I didn't... Okay, there we go. Back to working again. Alright. So, looks like with big cats, they sort of have more of a back curve, like this. And then, or at least with lionesses, a bit stockier. Got this nice thick upper leg. And then almost sort of like a squish down. Very nice, powerful shoulders. Oh, wait. There we go. Thank you much. Then we got a more dragon-like hind scale quarters. So I'm gonna go with sort of a more raptor-esque claws down here. We do want that scrunch that cats have still, because we want to make sure that it's like still reading as cat, but we want to integrate the dragony bits. Because this is going to be all fluff. And we're gonna squish the cat, because cats have a good amount of squish. Cats have squish, lizards have little squish. Very, very, very little squish. Am I happy with those legs? I am not quite happy with those legs. So, how do I make myself happy with these legs? So we want them to read dragon. maybe we change the pose? Because if I'm not able to get this pose going, then we maybe should change it. Not the entire pose, because we still got the upper halves okay. I'm fine with that, upper halves. It's this lower bit that I'm having issues with, so maybe she's standing out. Okay, I think this pose will work a touch better. Like, that way we can kind of see our fox-tar behind her. Yeah, one seated, one standing. That seems to be a good mix. Now to get dragony with this back leg. We want big claws. Lots of texture right here where these got overlapping scales. I'm thinking very like Fallon from Dungeon Meshi type hindquarters. And then steal from the birds to give some nice big claws. Because claws are awesome. Maybe move this one a touch over this way though. Yeah, that works better. And get a whippy tail going. Lizard tail, lizard tail. Nice and thick. This other leg. Get some belly fur. And that's not looking half bad. Gotta add the wings though. We're gonna be fairly simple with the wings. Have them all in a nice resting pose. Then some good spikage down this way. Heck, I might even incorporate a little bit of tail feather action. Just a little bit. And you can see the wings over here too. We want sort of just have them silhouetted back there so you know they exist. Okay. It is looking nice. Very... Took us a while to get here, though. And we're not quite done. But we're almost there. We're almost there. Depending on how much longer this one takes, I might actually put it on the back burner and be like, okay, we'll move on to the next one. And I'll finish it up for later for you, Frost. If that's all good. Mostly just because, like, I want to make sure we have a few more than 2 pieces of art this stream. But I think we both got the vibe, and I can pick this up tonight as well. You know. Awesome. Okay, so we got the bones there, but it's probably a little bit too complex to... No, you're not, Sylveon, you're not too late at all. Go ahead, if you join the Patreon at the $5 tier, you can jump in, and the request form is still open, so go ahead and pop something in there. Alright, let's go ahead and I will delete this response, but I know what we're gonna do, so don't worry about it, Frost. Alright. Now that we've got it, now that we're done, we're gonna spin again and see what we get next. Oh. Looks like we've got number 1. So number 1, we're gonna go check and see which one that is on our... what that one is on our request stream. See who jumped on this request thing first. And looks like it is Avery. So, my Fae OC standing near a table, writing in a journal. Like I said, my Rare is outdated. She has vines on her antlers and dress. My deepest apologies if this is too complicated. You can definitely have a character standing and writing a journal, and I remember that you did send me this reference a while back, so let me find it on Discord, because we were trying to make sure that I had it. So one sec. Here we are. Open image. And here is our lovely... Yep, you were the first to jump on in. So here's our lovely Deertar, and we'll go ahead. You've broken the fox hold on this stream. We'll go ahead and start drawing this character. Alright, put that... One sec. Let's go ahead and put that over here on my other side so I can use it as a reference image. Okay, doke. Specifically, vines on antlers and dress, and standing in a table, near a table, writing in a journal. Alrighty. I'm gonna real quickly merge these two layers and select, deselect. Let's get this squished up into its own little corner. Oh fun, it's gonna be a pain in the butt to me. Tars are fun and nice, but they take up a lot of room. And on top, and let's begin our sketching here. Zoom on in. Alrighty. Don't do this to me again. Why will you not draw? My life is a torment. And I don't know why it's not letting me draw again. I will have to figure that out. I am drawing with the color white. That's why. Oh gosh. Thank you. Thank you, Bazooka Boots. Watch me be dumb. Dumb, dumb, da dum dum dum. Okay. So, let's start with... I think I'm going to make this one a side view. That way it's easier to show that this character's working on something. Get a little pencil in there. Get a little body shape. And how do deers sit? How do deers sit? Okay, apparently deers sit like... They get all the way down. Do they sit like dogs? They do. Not very often, though, it looks like it. Mostly... sitting... Okay. You know, it might be cute to draw them all sort of curled up. What do we think? Do you want more of a dog sit or more of a deer sit? Okay, deer sit. Alright, well then let's draw that. It is pretty cute. They like to be on the ground. So yeah, they're on the ground, and I suppose it's because they can spring up real nice and easy. You know? Makes it so it's like real hard to surprise them. Then we put the shoulder muscles here. And then okay. Getting all these new shapes that I haven't really drawn before working. I think if I remember correctly, the deers have these little dew claw hooves, and then they're regular hooves. They're little cloven dealios. So then we gotta get that strong belly in there. Maybe not. There we go. Get that a little bit more the proper sitting shape. Now to figure out those hindquarters. Open image and gonna make sure I got a big image. All right. Big reference image in the other window. So deer legs are rather rectangular. Very tight. Okay. And then we put her hooves right here-ish. We want that. We want to get that fluff in there, because deers be pretty fluffy. And then looks like the tail gets tucked neatly back here. Let me get these hooves more defined. A little bit more of a crook in the back where it's got the muscles to support the human half. Get these a bit bonier because, if anything, deers and horses and other ungulates are weirdly bony. They've got that, you know, because they need to sprint fast. So. Alrighty, let's get the rest of this character taking a look at. Deal with the human half up here. So zoom in a touch. And get the human bit going. That's probably... Alright. Yep. Then let's take a look at the fast overview so that I can... Okay, things mostly seem in proportion at the moment. The hands are a little, and the chest maybe a little funky, but we'll work on that. Rough in a book here. And a very loose table. It's a table. The table will be improved later. Get that other arm in here somewhere so that it doesn't look so flat. Where should I put that other arm? Should I put it like... like she's thinking. Yeah, I think like she's thinking. That looks good. So I just have the arm posed right there. Then get these antlers going back. They sort of curve up into a nice sickly shape. And get some ears going. Fun deer ears. And focus in on that face, because faces, again, are what make a character. Now, this character has real wide, like, soft, wide eyes. So we want to emphasize those. in this, get them nice and nice and doe-eyed, as it were. And fiddling with the antlers. Okay. Well, if you're down for more fiddling, I'll probably play around with them a bit too. Oh yeah. Well, aside from the actual puppy dogs. We've got some side hair tendrils. And some fun floofy bangs. And some good mid-length. Mid-length hair there. And you said she was wearing a dress, but I know the image is kind of outdated. What sort of dress were you thinking? Like, are we imagining some sort of like Grecian toga situation? Are we going more for like a fun fun summer dress? What's the thoughts there? Ah, okay. Well, we can look up some options. That's what reference material is all about. And then the antlers, you said, had vines on them, so let's go ahead and add some of those vines right now. Alright, so I guess in that case, I guess we're gonna start with what sort of vibe do you want her outfit to have? Like, is it a carefree, sort of fun, flowy dress, or are we going to go more like, or are we trying to go a little bit more otherworldly and like ancient history type of deal? You know? Definitely ancient? Okay. In that case, let's pull... I know it's stereotypical, but let's pull a little bit of a, like, toga reference. So let's go for women's togas. Not costume. Let's go for more... Alright. So, got lots of cute options here. We're gonna pull some inspo from let's take some info from this one specifically. I like the way that this has the cute little peplum type dealio here, and then flows down the back. That way we can, that way it seems to fit a centaur more. And, oops, that's the erase button. Got it tied with a little belt round here. And then it goes up and over. And we got these little curly doodads. Everything sort of bunches over here. And then goes down the back like this, if I'm looking at the image right. And then I think we can put it over the top here. Get some nice flow in the back. I think I like how that looks overall. Pretty happy with that for the time being. I think we can move on to our next one. You think it looks? Is there any last minute details? Awesome. Glad you're happy with it. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and delete that response. Refresh the stream because I know some people might have jumped in and added new responses. And then pick a new number. So spin. Number 9. Woohoo! Let's see who number 9 is. Number 9 is Thundermental. Alright. TF sequence of my OC, aka my self-insert, TFing into a character named Sunday from Honkai Star Rail, if that's okay. I can't really do sequences on this stream, but I can definitely do a mid-TF bit for you. Let me go ahead and let's take a look at these characters and see what they look like. I will say, like, Honkai Star Rail and some of the other games like that, they're very gorgeous designs, but sometimes they're a bit of a pain in the butt, you know? Ooh. We are not getting images. We're not getting images of the OC. It's not loading. So... Is Thundermental in the chat? Thundermental, are you in the chat? I do need to be able to see these links in order to do the art. So let's just double check and give them a little bit of time to respond in chat. If they're not here and we can't see the images, then I'll probably just leave this one as is, hop and pick a new number. So, yep. Thundermental going once, going twice. Are you here in chat? Double checking the... Yeah, whatever these links are, they're just not working on my computer to give me any images. Okay. Gonna give him till 52 to show up, so. Thundermental, where are you? Your links don't work. Everybody stretch. Yes, everybody stretch while we're waiting for Thundermental. Take that time to really get your arms moving. I'm gonna take a drink of my soda here. Admire the absolutely gorgeous full moon outside. It is really lovely, actually. Kind of misty where I am, so I've got the nice full moon view with the lovely glowing halo around it right outside my window. But yeah, Thundermental, last chance. You got 1 more minute. 1 more minute before we go on to another request. I'm actually gonna turn my light off in my room so that I can see the full moon better. And screen's already going, so it's not like I'm working on a Artist Becomes World fails to return. Possibly. I do feel very drawn to the glowing orb outside my window. Yeah, we can take a look at your sketch real quick. Here we are. Here's the sketch. I will, of course, also be posting all this stuff after, after stream. I will be doing a quick cleanup of these guys so that they're nice and inked, and then go ahead and post them all on my socials for everybody to see. Okay. Well, Thundermental, unfortunately, I'm not able to see you at the moment. Actually, hold on. Got one more. I've got somebody calling me, so one moment. I'm busy in the middle of stream right now. I'm so sorry. Alright, love you, bye. Okay, sorry about that. Had to answer my phone because it was a family member and I want to make sure things are alright with my family members. So, Thundermental, your request gets left in it's gonna get left in this, and then so you have another chance later on, hopefully when you're here and you can fix those links for us. So let's go ahead and pick another number. That's not fair. That is not fair. You can't pick the same number. Oh. Avid, that's concerning. Like, I enjoy having all my patrons, but you know, this is all just fun stuff. Don't like give up necessities for silly art, for silly TF art. Make sure you're well fed, okay? Alright. Pick a new number. Don't do it! I have a feeling this number generator is not as random as it wants to be. Okay. If it rolls 9 one more time, I'm going to go ahead and just pull out my physical dice and roll a d20. Okay, 14! Thank goodness! Looks like we don't have a 14 anymore, so we'll just go to the nearest number to it, which is 13. So, last request in. And that's from Zelo! Hey, Zelo! And we got Noodle Dragon mid/late TF, please. Long noodle fun times. Awesome. Noodle Dragons. We're gonna go ahead and... Yep, that's you! We're gonna go ahead and get that reference image up. So here's Zelo's regular form. And we're gonna dragonify it. Let's get noodly. In fact, I think I want to make it into a nice noodly space filler right here. Let's go start with, because we want mid/late TF. And I want to get it all swirly. Maybe not that swirly, but close-ish. So, sort of get some long noodle dragon limbs in there. And get sort of a twist going on. A twist! Like, maybe this all this noodleifying happened all at once, and it was... Now he's in a too small of an area to contain the noodleness. Whoosh. The fun thing about Noodle Dragons is how loopy you get to go with it. Get a little bit more chest definition to the noodle. Yeah, sort of pot of noodles, but dragon. Zoom in a bit. That is the not zoom. I'm thinking get some fun snoot action going on. Then looking up some more reference images in the off screen because we always want to have good reference images. It's all good. It's all good. We get some fun little mane-like details right here. And then some fun claws. Get some good bird talon silliness going on. Play around with, let's figure out the face. We want a little bit of surprise. But I know Zila likes a good fun, like, happy. They like a happy transformy. So surprise. So we're gonna try and go for surprised but excited. And get some nice teeth in there. Because teeth is fun. A little bit of a forked tongue. Then Get some noodle dragon whiskers growing in. We want to make sure that we know it's Zelo though, so let's make sure, let's pull our human ref and see how we can add the Zelo into it. I'll probably try and integrate this hair configuration and maybe the glasses, because glasses are a good tip-off. Like, I know it's not realistic that the glasses would have stayed, but, you know. Maybe there's still a small dragon and the glasses haven't fallen off yet. Or, I don't know. Or maybe it's just a decorative element. Got kind of a swoopy over the face. And got some fun deer-like dragon horns. Going a bit off the page at the moment, but that's all right. Add a few more decorative horns along with the hair. My mom's dog wants so bad to be in the room and be on stream, but no, he is not allowed. Not allowed! No stream for puppers. He was a COVID puppy, so he's like literally glued to human beings at all times. I'm not afraid he's too cute, he's a menace. He requires constant attention. We're gonna get some of this, like, fun curly hair going on, as well as a nice snake belly deal. go ahead and get this musculature better defined than it is at the moment, because right now it is just... It is just scribbles at the moment. I can add some glasses. Yeah, no problem. Ooh. Okay. Hear me out. Let's give our dragon a nice pearl. I'm assuming this is what's causing the TF, you know? Make it so it's a, you know, it's not just a random TF, it's a, you were entranced by the pearl. The dragon's pearl, you shouldn't have touched it. And now it is too late. You forever shall be a dragon. Shininess is no excuse. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and get that curve in there. That is not the right curve. We need to follow this curve. There we go. That'll help us do our dragon belly scales. And let's define our feet. Yeah, these ones tend to be a little bit TF heavy streams. After all, it is my niche. My niche in the fandom. Get that curl going. Show the dimension. Zoom out a touch. It's looking alright. Looking alright. I'm pretty happy with how it's coming out. Thank you very much, Zelo. I appreciate the confidence in my skills. Okay, get a little more scale detail in there. little bit more fun, curly mane. Some good mane action in there. And we're into the last hour of stream. We got about 45 minutes left. A nice big furry tail. And then some more fun okay, that got very sketchy. Thank you. Get some scale texture in there to show direction of things. So we know how this dragon's twisting and turning. And overall, I'd say I'm pretty happy with that as a good sketch. What do you think, Zelo? Might scooch him a bit so he fits better on the page, but... Control Z, hold on. Yeah. Awesome. Glad you're happy with it. Here we go. Better on the page, and then I did say I'd jump real quick back here and give our Deer Tar some glasses. So I'm just making some cute basic glasses, if that's all right. There we go. Away. All right. Next request. Let's delete Zelos. And now we got 12. I'm gonna refresh. Oh, sent me a glasses ref. I did not see that. Ah, okay. So a bit more a bit more square. I can do that. No! Zoom in, not out. A little bit more square. Some of the best characters are sometimes. Alright, bit more square. There we go. Thanks. I'm glad I'm pretty sure it's... Yeah, you guys gave me some great inspo. And so we have some great art. Alright. Refresh this response thing. So we have 12 now. Done. Change this a bit so we don't get any... There we go. 12 max and spin. All right, number 4. Let's see who number 4 is. Number 4 is Valerie. My character is a ball-jointed doll trying to swap its wings for arms without help. Ooh! I'm excited for this one. I like this because it can... I'm always excited for doll stuff. For ball-jointed doll stuff. So let's see what your character looks like. Ah! Okay. So we got sort of pixel art here, which you're gonna have to interpret. And they're swapping out for some wings. Okay. I can do that. I'm gonna pull this over to the side. And start with some beginning sketches. Probably gonna need to make my canvas a bit bigger. Gonna save this so that we can, so that nothing's lost. Okay, there we go. And let's see about doing this character justice. Drawing with white again. Okay, so if I was a ball-jointed doll, I'd probably want to try to switch out body parts while sitting down. Because sometimes that string that connects everything takes a lot of time and effort. So start with the stuff you know, and then you can always move it to something you don't know. So, got our arm here. And usually what I do with my ball-jointed dolls, if I'm switching something out, you're gonna want something to hold this string so that it doesn't go back into the body. And usually that something is like a pencil, because I am lazy and don't grab like what you really should use, which is these like little hemostat things. But yeah, sometimes I'm just lazy and don't feel like getting the actual tool. So let's go ahead and have this. So we want focus to be on this character's arm. I'm gonna look down there. And actually, I've got a good idea. So we want to put, so let's have them already have one wing section on, because usually when you do ball jointed doll wings, they're in sections, because you want to have that nice sculpting, but you can't quite it's always a balance between weight and flexibility with ball jointed dolls. So we got one bit here, and then have this arm be trying to, and I figure we have this hand try and connect the second bit using a pair of hemostats. Or the S, yeah, they'll be holding the S hook, having the string pull out of this bit. And trying to, and I imagine that they're trying to sort of balance the other limb on with their feet and connect it into this little, there's like a little bar in the ball hook here to hold stuff. Okay. We got some real sketchiness right here. But I think I'm gonna pull this and make it a undersketch. Let's opacity that way down. So I'm gonna rotate the screen so that I can draw this wing section correctly. So, okay. But yeah. And then get this bit over here all nice and should really double check my references sometime. Because I've got a couple of winged ball jointed dolls. Ball jointed doll wings are usually a touch more stylized than like real wings. Again, because of the whole, you know, weight factor. Because resin is heavy. So if you did big old realistic bird wings on a ball jointed doll, you probably wouldn't actually want to do them out of the resin. I've seen some people do like cloth wings that work pretty well, and that's kind of cool. Oh, whoops, that's Control Z. That's way too big. So there's that bit. I've got that looking how it should. Or mostly how it should. Let's have this. Have them holding the wing with their foot while they're trying to get it on. And then, nice thing about ball jointed dolls is you can add, it's pretty easy to add lines and then it becomes doll. You do have to know a little bit about the other underlying structures, like how you build the double jointed knee for a doll, because it's like a weird peanut shape. But most of the time it's pretty okay. Now they're wearing some shorts, but we're focusing on form at the moment. Hey Radian, nice to see ya. We're getting towards the end of the stream. But the retail mines. No, not the retail mines. Then it looks like this character is a guy, so yep, both insect girls and ball jointed dolls make clacky sounds. Let's get this form out of the way. Another rotate our canvas so we can get nice smooth lines. Holding the wrong button. And how did my brush get so small? All right, we're gonna go ahead and draw this S hook. And S hook and the strings. Then I get this over here as its entry hole. Sorry if I'm being quiet. It's reaching the end of the stream. I'm focusing in. Some nice swooshy bits. So they're trying to hook it into this bit. Because they're right inside, because at the end of any ball jointed doll piece, so like in the hand or in the foot, there's going to be a little bar to hold, to hold the end of the elastic. And usually you have it on a little hook on the end of the elastic to get that all put together. Okay. And closing my window because we got a little bit of sound coming in from the street. Let's get this character's clothes on, which looks to be a little tank top, a little crop top, and some shorts. Get those all detailed on. Put your clothes on. Yep. That's in. And rotate to proper angle. I'm gonna go into our like under sketch layer, erase a bit, and work on this like back foot so that I have it in the right position. Because I imagine they're using this back foot to sort of prop up and balance this wing bit. Rotate again. Make sure that looks semi-accurate. Good. Get this. Just checking in on time. Looks like we got about 20 minutes left. And anything that, I don't quite finish on stream will be finished off stream. So, no worries there. Uno moist. Oh, I do not. 1 minute? Okay, I think that's 1 minute, right? Okie-doke. Probably a movie that I do not get or know about. Then that happens. Doing a little detail work behind here so that we got that way we got the leg in. Ah, yeah, no, I haven't seen that movie. Okay, and doing a little detail in these shorts. I'm getting into the face. Because the expression is where it's always at. I definitely think we want a nice focused expression. Because, again, restringing dolls, and I imagine restringing yourself, would take a bit of work. So this character has a very nice, sort of plump nose. Like the Chris Saunders, Lilo and Stitch type nose. Gonna get some little bit of crunchy, focused eye, focused mouth. A little bit annoyed because it's probably their fifth or sixth time trying to get this stupid thing to catch the bar correctly. And then a little bit of stress lines. Okie dokie. Alright, now to figure out the hair. The images from the pixel art, a little hard to decipher, but they did include one slightly more rendered piece, and so it looks like it's like a large faux hawk, fluffy faux hawk. So we're gonna go with this. Or, well, is it a fluffy faux hawk, or am I just reading it wrong and it's got a long hairline in the back? Unsure. We'll work with it though. I'll do my own take. Let's go. gonna zoom out so I can take a quick look at it from this angle. I'm gonna give it a little bit of a frazzle because, you know, again, we wanted to portray that frustration with the hair. Okay. And I think sorry, Val. Well, we'll see how it goes. And then I know in their reference for their human form shows them wearing some nice like leggings, but I'm gonna leave the leggings off just because I imagine that they're, you know, gonna put on their bird feet next, and you know you won't kind of hard to do that with leggings. So alrighty, I'm pretty happy with where that's ended up. Doll OCs are my favorite thing. One of my favorite top 10. So let's scooch this guy up here, and then got about 10 more minutes on stream. That's probably not enough time for me to finish a full sketch. So, unless it's something very simple. Yeah, I may have to make one up. Let's see. I'm gonna do a quick little Zorua, just for fun. For laughs, to end off the stream. Cute little puppy. Cute little foxy pup. Deer dolls are also a thing. I've got a couple of Servitor ball jointed dolls. Little Sui and Zorua. Just a fun little sketch to fill out time and space. Well, thank you. I'm really happy that this stream was so successful for my return to doing them. Good to see everybody here, and just it's been a fun time to hang out and chat and enjoy all the cute art that comes from it. Glad you like to see it. It's a hard process, but it's a enjoyable one. hopefully have my next section of my comic up pretty soon, so that I can, anybody who hears here that enjoys that can look forward to that. And then I've got more. I did more comic stuff that was just enjoyable to me. I will neither confirm nor deny if there's some healing going on, or if it's just going to devolve into more chaos. It might just devolve into more chaos. Sometimes you got to show a comic sneak peek. I would, except I already did on my Patreon. And, well, okay. Maybe a bit of a sneak peek for those who were... But it's only stuff that you've already seen on the Patreon, because all my files for it are over on the, what's it called? Are over on the, my little iPad. But, yep, we got some dramatic reminiscing here from, from you, and then more drama on you with you, because they weren't quite focused on in the last update, so now we gotta see how they're feeling about things. We can just finish out this little sketch here. These little guys have such a big, like, head to body ratio. Cause like their bodies is little bean. And their head is big bean. Like even this proportion is off from the official art. Yep. Scarves make everything look even bigger. In fact, I should be making this smaller. And their little turn-up tails. Sure, yeah, no problem. I'll just do a big old zoom out to the rest of the art. But yeah. Cute little Hisuian Zorua sketch. And then here's the bottom half. And I'll just leave it there for a moment because that has your and Val's OCs. And looks like we got about 5 minutes left until I can run out into the moonlight. And from there, who knows? Maybe I'll go out and find a werewolf. Yep. Got some wooing to do. I'm glad y'all had fun. You know what? Thank you. While we're heading off here, I think I'll work a touch more on Frosts, because I have, if I can find where I put my gosh darn pen again. There we are. Yeah. Awesome. Glad y'all had fun. And yeah, I'll just finish out here working more on some of Frost's streams for more Frost requests. Yeah, have a good night. Sleep well, get some rest. I'll be heading off to work, so I unfortunately will not be getting any rest tonight, but you know, you guys get it in my stead. Thanks, guys. I enjoy some good pats. Thank you guys for showing up and for hanging out. Hopefully, you know, as we go along, the stream will just get better and better, and we'll be able to. Who knows? I might try seeing about setting up a little some other useful stream deck stuff. And so yeah, see you guys next month in December. I will probably we'll have some of the old requests roll over, and then people can add new requests. That way, you know, you don't have to redo it every single time. But yeah, I don't think I'll be right on the dot. Let's cut it. I don't think I'll be right on the dot, but yeah, it's more like there's just gonna be a big old pile of Patreon requests. And I'll keep reusing the same form essentially. At least that's what I think. But I'll workshop it a bit, figure out what's going on. All right. Well, hope you guys all have a good night, good sleep. Now I'm gonna head on out now. It's 2 minutes early, but you know, it's 2 minutes, so. Bye, everybody!